What's going on, Earthlings? Ow! Kai Potts here with the weekly Paleo Report. April 3rd. We made it through April Fool's Day 2019. Do you believe you made it? Ow! Had to come down to the river. Had to let go. You probably know that feeling. It's been going on. And the moon is still in Pisces. Letting it go, letting it go. Venus in Pisces. Mercury conjunct Neptune in Pisces. Water, water, water. Ether, magic, mystical, Pisces. Oh yeah. As long as you don't have to get anything done, it's all cool. Anyway, she goes into Aries later on today, so it won't be much longer, boys and girls, moms and dads, and everybody in between. She goes into Aries tonight, and then we got the new moon. I'm going to read you the Sabian symbol for the new moon at 15 degrees, 17 minutes of Aries. God, look at those rocks, man. This is a good camera. Check it out. Well, check out this one. I am like right in front of this sucker. I don't think I can get the whole rock in one picture. No, this is all just a big, huge rock, man. Anyway, back to the stars. Jeez. So yeah, Wednesday the moon squares Jupiter, and then tomorrow we have the exact south node of the moon conjunct Pluto. Like I said, this goes on for a couple of months, all right? And it's the biggie. It's the gates of hell opening, like last week's mantra. It ain't over yet, right? Okay? But it's exact tomorrow, and it is going to be lessening, and that is square Aries. Let's not forget Aries, the newly discovered planet out there, okay, squaring the moon's nodes. I can talk about Aries a little bit here too, the great goddess of discord. You might be feeling a little discord in your life lately. And then by Saturday, the moon moves into Taurus, okay, after that new moon on Friday. Hits, of course, Uranus. Kaboom. Right? On Saturday. Sunday. Sunday is pretty nice. I mean, we've got Mercury comes into a nice sextile with Saturn, and the moon comes into a nice trine with Saturn. By Monday, she trines Pluto. And all through this time, okay, we've got Venus conjuncting Neptune. Getting closer and closer throughout the week, okay? She's going to exactly conjunct Neptune next Tuesday, all right? And, at the same time, that is going to have the moon conjuncting Mars a little later on in the day. Finally, next Wednesday, and this is kind of building up for the whole time too, the sun is going to come into a square to Saturn. Right? We got the new moon in Aries, the middle of Aries. It's kind of square Saturn. It's a wide orb. But yeah, it's going to be, sun square Saturn. And Jupiter stations direct. But maybe I'll talk about that Jupiter stationing direct, going retrograde, next week. For now, I'll just find a spot and talk about this a little bit and see what's going on. All right. That's it. I took the day off. I had to do it. I actually got sick. I still got, Mercury is the head. Neptune is water or mucus, right? I got a head full of mucus, man. Oh, God. Mercury, Neptune. Wow, is that for a conjunction, huh? I mean, like almost 2 weeks of space out. Oh, man. I am glad Mercury is moving on out, away from Neptune. I mean, it might be good for dreaming and sleeping, but it ain't very good for getting anything done. Much nicer to have Venus coming up to Neptune. Oh yeah, now that's beautiful. Venus is the lower octave of Neptune. Neptune, spiritual divine love. Venus, earthly love. We got love and love coming together right now. Ow! This could be a very nice week if it wasn't for some other things going on. Oh, God. But, I mean, let's look at it. We got this new moon in Aries that says, and just like the mantra says, right? Aries is instinct. We have to trust our instinct. It's our self, man. That solar plexus. Boom. I, me, my. I trust that I know and will do what's right and good for me. This is Aries. It's great. We need that. You know, before last week when the sun went into Aries, right? You know, it was conjunct Chiron, the wounded Aries. So there may have been this kind of, maybe I don't know, or self-doubt, or a weakening. I got a weakening of my physical body even, just like bam, wait a minute, check it out. Check in with spirit, check in with the divine. Maybe you don't know. Could be a little kind of scary, kind of insecure. Sun, Chiron, right at the cusp of Aries with that Mercury on Neptune. Mercury, Neptune, and Pisces can be like neurosis and psychosis and kind of like, whoa, getting way out there into paranoia land. So it's like, oh, it's going to be nice when this moon now gets out of Pisces. The moon's going to go into Aries in a few hours, okay? And by tomorrow, she's full on in there. And then by Friday, she's going to hit that sun. And I'm going to say that this weekend is like charge. Go on out there. Make it happen. Get it done. It's going to be a new start. New lunar cycle. New things happening, new things coming. It's going to be beautiful with this Mars in Gemini, right? Talking, networking, taking pictures and videos and reaching out and doing things and making, art and stuff with other people. Venus, Neptune, art, right? Mars and Gemini, other people. There's just going to be one thing happening. That darn Saturn, Pluto, South Node in Capricorn. There may be some external authority figure. It could be a overbearing partner. It could be your boss. It could be your kids. It could be your parents. It could be the police officer. But there may be somebody who wants to rain on your parade. There may be somebody who says you've got a job, you can't take the day off, you can't sleep in, you can't stay home and draw. There's this kind of pull right now that's just like really this old school, patriarchal, got to be, got to do, got to show up, it's got to be this way, not your way. So we're all kind of doing this song and dance, this push and pull kind of a thing between North Node and Cancer. I really need to, have my own rules, boundaries, space, and time. And Capricorn, where I need to do what somebody else wants, what somebody else says, what I committed to before. So Aries is square naturally, okay? The self-assertion is square to family Cancer and boss professional Capricorn, right? It's part of that cardinal, and it's opposite partnership. So a new moon in Aries challenges our family, our partnership, and our job. So this is a month that says, you know what, I was thinking of that song. I mean, I don't want to date myself. It's an old song. It's hey, hey, you get off of my cloud. I think it was by the Rolling Stones, but it was so long ago. You may need this weekend, to put out some boundaries and make them healthy boundaries and say, I'm just not, I really need some time. I really need some space. And it may be hard for me to speak up for myself, but this is a good time, Mars and Gemini, to have those tough conversations and to really be clear that, I know myself, and I trust my body, my instincts, myself, right? And I've got to go this way. So this could be a time of breaking old conditions, commitments, contracts, jobs, laws, rules, to make new commitments, jobs, laws, rules that have more room for your creative self-expression. Yeah, baby. And you do that. This is what the mantra is. We basically give and take and mold and shape a new reality. It doesn't just drop out of the sky, as we know from, 12/21/2012, when we all thought it was just going to drop out, the aliens are going to come down and, everything's going to just happen. Not. No, it's up to us to assert and to give our truth, to speak our truth, and then to listen and cooperate and give and take and mold it and shape it. And okay, I can do this much. No, I don't want to do that. But I will. I love you. All right. Yeah, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, this is just like this is Mars and Gemini, and it's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Done with, really sweetness. But, the other aspect that I want to bring in, this new reality. What is this new reality? I got to read you the Sabian symbol for the new moon. Too freaking awesome. That's why I had to go swimming first. I usually would do the Paley report and get the work done before I relax. But today, I was just like, I got to jump in, man. It was freaking hot. And I read this Sabian symbol for the 16th degree of Aries. The new moon, setting the tone for the coming month. Are you ready? Nature spirits are seen at work in the light of sunset. The keynote is attunement to the potency of invisible forces of nature. The nixies, the water nixies, the gnomes and the fairies. Yes, the magical world of what? The children. Oh yeah. Like was in last week's. We got to protect the children. We got to protect the inner child so that the inner child stays open to the magical mystery tour. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I mean, he talks about, the sunset is a special time of day when that solar ego power that's busy working sets and the colors come out and the light changes and the nature spirits emerge. But the coolest thing that I do want to read, and this is very important, when this, he doesn't say this very often, when this Sabian symbol reaches into the consciousness of someone seeking meaning, it should be seen as an invitation to open their mind to the possibility of approaching life in a holistic and non-rational, intuitive manner. And that's Aries. Yeah? It's non-rational and intuitive. It's instinct. It's like, I know. It's super cool. It implies a call to repotentialization. What this means also is the process of, in quotes, becoming like a little child. I just love it. Yeah, baby. Oh my God. Becoming just like a little child. That was last week's freaking mantra. And now it's this week's new moon. And it has to do with this Pisces Aries, taking that magical, intuitive, innocent, and bringing it forward and trusting it, and then sending it out into the world. Yeah. This is, we're coming out of this, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and we're starting a new cycle. Boom. Mercury's going to go into Aries, and then Venus, and it's Mars is coming out. Ow! Yeah, baby. I trust myself to know and do what's right and best for me, and will give and take and mold and shape a new reality. I mean, I already kind of talked about it, so I don't have to talk about it anymore. Enough talk. We want to get out of Mercury and get into Venus. Mercury says, bye, Neptune. Venus says, hello, Neptune. Time to make beautiful love in the sunset and get into that beautiful child, intuitive, innocent self. And in order to do that, you gotta let go. And once you do, you really don't know how hard you were holding on until you let go. And then you look back and you go, wow, I was really caught up in that. I was really thinking that was it. I was really holding on to that. I mean, it's like, oh. And then when you do let go and you surrender and you fall into the water holds you up. Spirit supports us and you get a new foundation. And this is repotentialization. Aries is potential, and the new moon is repotent. Repotentialization. What a great freaking word for this week. We could boil the mantra down to one word. Repotentialization. Ow! Oh, man. What else? A couple announcements. If you're on my Facebook pages and stuff, you saw I'm going to be in Glastonbury for Beltane, less than a month away. Oh, yeah. And I'm doing a webinar. I want to talk more about this Pluto South Node Saturn because it's going on for a few months. Okay, you guys? It's pretty heavy. It's pretty deep. And I'm going to do that with the whole dream team. Mark your calendars, April 14th. I think it's a Sunday. We're going to get together with the dream team. We're going to be talking about what's going on in Astro Update. And we want to tell you all about the complete course that we're doing for becoming your own astrologer. It's going to be super awesome. So I hope to see you there or somewhere. And until then, yeah, tune in. Drop out and tune in. Yeah. Namaste. Aloha. So much love.